Nice to see you this morning. Just want to go over a couple of points that we discussed during today's session. The video here on the left-hand side, just pop the circle around your head and that line down the middle of your body there, just to highlight where your swing centre is. What they do, just highlight the amount of movement that you've got during your golf swing. The video here on the right-hand side is one that we looked at your swing playing a little bit later on during that session. So we'll start with the video on the left. Just want to take you through your golf swing again. Ideally what we're trying to do is when we make the backswing and make the swing more consistent, we're trying to stay nice and centred during that golf swing and ideally keep your head in that circle. Just as we take you to the top of your backswing, you can just see now that your head and your body are just drifting to the right hand side a little bit and your head there does lift up out of that circle. Now once again we did discuss that that's not a problem providing you can return yourself back into that circle and back into those positions, allowing you to hit down into that golf ball, whereas normally from these positions we tend to stay on the right hand side and try and lift that golf ball in the air. So as we start your downswing now, you can see your body does start to move over to that left hand side. Again, as we're just approaching impact there, you can clearly see that your body hasn't returned back to the positions where they started. So we got you in the setup position where you're just a little bit left of the golf ball, again allowing you to transfer that weight much more easily and hit down into the back of that golf ball. Because your body moved to the right hand side and stayed there, this is where your inconsistent shots are coming from. So some of the time you're hitting the mat before the golf ball, sometimes you're missing the mat and hitting the ball a little bit thin or halfway up. You can see that your head is out of the circle and your upper body, or the bottom of your swing that we said about your upper part of your chest, is now behind the golf ball, again giving you that feeling that you're lifting up or trying to hit up on the golf ball and trying to lift it into the air rather than making sure your body returns back to that circle and your upper body returns back to that line, allowing you to strike down into that golf ball. So again, if we can work on that backswing, trying to keep you more centred, trying to keep your head in that circle, which will allow you to allow your club to come on a much more sort of a steeper angle of attack, allowing you to almost hit the golf ball into the floor or hit the ball on that downswing, creating that much more consistent golf swing and that much more consistent strike on that golf ball, resulting in much better shots. So if we have a quick look here now on this the video on the right hand side, we said about he was having problems making good contact with the mat in a consistent position. Again, that combined with that movement to the right hand side is going to make it a little bit more difficult to hit the mat in the same place. But also we highlighted that your swing play was a little bit on the flat side and a little bit too much around your body, again creating a position where the club's coming into the ground a little bit too shallow and not from the right angle. So we've just popped this green line up here now to highlight the correct sort of angle of your swing playing, that you should be swinging that golf club around your body to achieve that desired angle of attack. So as we've said, your swing there, you can see as your hands moving a little bit too much on the inside, a little bit too much around your body, creating a position where your club, your hands are almost behind you at that position and the club is on a flatter plane than the angle suggests. As we take you to the top of your backswing, you see there now your hands are still below that line, still a little bit on the flatter plane. And as we now bring you into the impact position again, you can still see the hands are a little bit behind you, a little bit inside, and the club's still on that flatter plane. So what that does, that just causes the club come from a nice inside position. It's just a little bit too shallow to the ground than what we are looking for to get that desired consistent strike and the ability to hit the mat in the same place each time. So there we gave you a little drill to work on. We popped a little basket just on the inside of your swing path. So when you take your setup to the golf ball, you had a basket that was in, I highlight it, was in a position there, just a little bit on the inside of your path there. So what you had to do there is you had to swing the club around the outside of it on the way back, which then promoted a position where your hands was more in front of your body and much better on that angle of playing that we're looking for. At the top of your backswing, you got your hands to be a little bit more above the line rather than below it. Again, creating a position where you're able to swing the club more on play. And then when you're on your downswing, again, you're looking to swing the club on the outside of the basket and hit the golf ball. Now, when we had the basket there, the angle of attack was much better. Your arms and your swing was on a much better plane, and your hands were in a much better position. Again, what that created was a position where you could strike down into the golf ball because the club's coming from a desired angle of attack rather than somewhere that's slightly inside and a little bit too shallow. So again, there you got much better consistency of your strikes. So if you can continue working on those drills, so again, looking at the backswing, trying to stay a little bit more centred, or trying to keep your head more in that circle during the backswing, because any movements that we have to the right need to be corrected. So we keep looking at that drill and also keep working on trying to increase or steepen that swing playing a little bit, trying to get your hands a little bit more in front of your body. You'll find that the striking and the consistency of your shots are really going to be improved. So you keep working on those drills. If you've got any problems, just give me a call. But I look forward to seeing you again very soon.